Don't ever be the jack that talks bad about his wife. Oh, man, she's a pain in the ass. When you're with your buddies, oh, man, she's a pain in the ass. Oh, man. No. That just makes you look like a dumbass. Think about it. Think about right now. It's 10:15 in the morning, 10:12. Hopefully you're not in the middle of 17 beers unless you're Scott Pollard out on a lake, in Cancun, and it's tequila time, which I'm all for. But think about this. Think about, man, oh man, the old ball and chain. Never call your wife the wife, and never call your wife the ball and chain. Girlfriends are the same. Well, you know the girlfriend's a pain in my make. No! No! Never! Be the guy that doesn't talk bad about your wife. I made a very famous person at ESPN, who you guys know, you watch and you love, cry one day because she and I were talking. It was Valentine's Day. We were doing a game together, and she's like, yeah. She was talking about her boyfriend. I go, you guys doing anything today, Valentine's Day? Did he do anything before you left? But no. I go, really? Yeah. She goes, what'd you do? I was getting divorced. My wife was leaving me. She had had enough of all this, which is shocking, by the way. But anyway, I'm like, yeah, I got Jackie a card. Left her some flowers. She's like, you're getting divorced. I go, yeah, I know. I go, but if you're a guy, you're a guy. You can't just be a guy when you feel like being a guy. If you're a guy, you're a guy. And she's like, well, I'm not going to say the guy's name because he was a professional athlete. Well, he didn't do anything. I'm like, well, he's a jack. Dump him. Well, we're going to wait till we get home. I go, that's great. He didn't send you a card at the hotel? There's no flowers showing up at the hotel? Nothing? No? No. Dump him. Dump his. I think I did this. I think I sent my wife flowers. I know I did. My current wife, Lee, the love of my life, I sent flowers to her at Arizona State when she was playing in the NCAA tournament. Now, she had a boyfriend at the time, and I'm not so sure the boyfriend wasn't there. I don't know. I've never asked her. I'm going to ask her today. But yeah, if you're going to be a dude, be a dude. But don't be the guy that sits at the bar. Don't be the guy that sits at the game. Don't be the guy that, goes out to dinner and talks bad about his wife. And certainly don't be the jack that makes jokes at your wife's expense when you're at dinner with friends. First off, it's not necessarily ever funny. And number two, you've embarrassed your wife. So don't do it. Like, you can come back from it, but it's hard. I always said this, all right? Here's what I've always said about abusive guys. Guys that abuse women. What do you do then? Now think about it. What do you do then? You slap a woman. What do you do then? You scream, you yell, you berate. What do you do then? What's your move then? What do you do? Oh, I'm really sorry, it'll never happen again? You throw something. What do you do then? I've always asked that. I've always taught my players that. What do you do then? All right, what do you do then? Well, I was really pissed. Okay, what are you doing then? What are you doing now? What are you doing then? After that, all right, after you act like a jack, what are you doing? Well, I'm really sorry. Oh, okay. You think she forgets? So don't be a freaking fool. It ain't funny, it ain't necessary, it's hurtful, and a lot of times you can recover, but many times you cannot recover. Do something nice for your loved one. I'm not saying every day. Don't be a jackass every day. Take out the garbage, do something decent, but once in a while. The other day, I'll give you an example. I'm not the greatest. But the other day, I'm on my way home, and on my way home, there's a Kroger, which is a supermarket. So I stop at the Kroger. I'm like, yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to get a good bottle of wine. We drink wine. I like wine. I ain't mad at wine. Probably drink too much wine at night. But my friend Freddie Vienna said it loosens up your legs, and I want loose legs, so we drink wine. So I stop and I get a Caymus. Nice bottle of wine. And then I'm like, wait a second. All right, hold on. I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to get a dozen roses. Kroger has great flowers. You can get a dozen roses for like $15, and they're great. Seriously. And then it hit me. Hey, wait a second. She loves Summer Shandy by Leinenkugel. Well, what's right here? Summer Shandy by Leinenkugel. Duh. Doesn't have to be a diamond ring. Doesn't have to be a tennis bracelet. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I got a $15 dozen roses. I got a $75 bottle of wine, which I never get. I mean, most of the wine that I buy, by the way, I love Naomi. It's about $18. Naomi's really good. You can get whatever you want, but Naomi, I don't know what to tell you. It's fantastic. So I get a nice bottle of wine, flowers, Leinenkugel. I walk into the house. I got the wine, I got the Leinenkugel, and I walk in like a dork. And she's laughing. Like, you're the best. I know. I understand women. And women understand me. So do something nice. It ain't that big a deal. Doesn't have to be anything special. I don't do nearly enough. I should do more. And I think I'm going to do more now that I'm hearing myself talk. I'm a bit enthused by what I'm talking about.